Yeah. Something I always enjoy about doing these is I get to listen to chill music. It's just like, number one. I hope you enjoy the music. Let me know in the comments, or don't. Probably doesn't matter if you only watch me for a minute and a half. Otherwise, let's math it up. If I didn't mention before, this is the video for assignment percentages, assignment 4. So this hopefully is the right video for you. It's one you want. Let's get into it. We're going to jump right in. Same as the last assignment, we're going to start with converting to percentages, and we're starting with a decimal. So when you want to change a decimal to percent, you multiply by 100. If you multiply by 100, it's like we've moved the decimal place 2 over. So this is going to be 36%, right? Just take that decimal place, move it 2 over. Question 1b, 1/8. So 1/8, that will be a fraction once we do that division, if you're going to divide it, or you can just know that 1/8 is 10.125. And once we have a decimal, of course, we can change it into a fraction, not a fraction, change it into a percentage by, again, moving that decimal place over 2. And this will be equivalent to 2.5%, 12.5%. Question 1c, 0.077. That's 77 thousandths. So this is going to be equal to decimal point 2 over 7.7%. Let's move on to the next one, question number 1d, 3/5. So 3/5, you can turn that into 6/10, and 6/10 is also going to equal 60%. So let's change this into decimal, 0.6 and 0.6, moving that decimal place over 2 spots. Even though there's no 0 here, we can add one as a placeholder, and that's going to equal 60%. Now, this one has a whole number, 2.56, 2 and 56 hundredths. So as a percent, when we move this decimal place over, it's going to be 256%. Have that equal sign there. Now, this next one, 15/25. So 1f, 15/25 is going to be 60%. So 0.6 as a decimal. If you did that division on your calculator, you can. What I'm doing is changing 25, the denominator, into 100, and then I'm multiplying the top by 4 as well, right? 25 times 4 is 100, and 15 times 4 is 60. So this is going to be a decimal of 60. Move my decimal place over twice. This is going to be 60%. Right, what I did here, which we're going to be doing on the next question, I just made this 60 over 100. And then, to me, right there, it does, gave me my decimal and my percentage. That was what I did. All right, so next one, we're going to be using some vocabulary and equivalent fractions. So we're creating a relation or proportion, some people call it, I think. So there's a proportionate relationship between these equivalent fractions, and then when you get something over 100, that's literally what percentage is, right? It's a number over 100, part out of 100. So when we're looking at our language, the is the part and the of is the whole. I hope you're getting this. Now, I want to go through these pretty quick. 20 is what percent of 25? So I'm going to write 20 over 25, and I'm going to use an equivalent fraction here. So this is going to be something over 100, right? If I want to turn 25 into 100, I want to make sure that I multiply by 4, right? So this is times 4, and this is times 4. And what's going to happen there is that it's going to get 60 over 100. 60 over 100 is going to be equal to 60%. So this is your answer right here. These two numbers, that's what I'm looking for. The proportion, or the equivalent fraction, and the actual percentage. So 2b is going to be 4 out of 10. So 4 over 10 is going to be equal to something over 100. I'm going to top and bottom multiply by 100 to get your equivalent fraction. Sorry, top and bottom multiply by 10 to get your equivalent fraction. And then this is, of course, going to be 40%. All right, there's our answer. These two numbers right there. Look at fraction number 2c. What percent of 5 is 2, right? Of 5 is the denominator and 2 is the numerator. Now, how do we create our equivalent fraction? Something over 100. Now, what did we do to change 5 to 100? We multiply it by 20. So we're going to multiply 2 by 20, which is going to be 40 over 100, which again is quite clearly 40%. 1 is what percent of 20? 1 is, right? So there's my numerator of 20. There's my denominator. Something, it's going to be equivalent to something over 100. How do I turn 100 to 20 to 100? Multiply by 5, right? Times 5. Multiply top by 5. So it's going to be 5 hundredths. And quite clearly see that this is 5%. 1/20th is 5%. 2 is what percent of 4? 2 over 4. I think we know where this is going. We're going to say that's equivalent to something over 100. It's going to be equivalent to 50 over 100, or 50%. Yeah, 50. What percent of 50 is 49? Okay, so we're going to go 49 over 50 is equal to something over 100, and it's going to be 98 over 100, which is also equal to 98%. Okay. Now moving on to question 3a. We're finding percents, but this time they're not giving you a nice round number. I don't know why I changed my full face cam. That's what I want. Circle can over here. There we go. They're not giving you a nice round number. They want you to divide. Using a calculator, you could long division it, but don't do that. Don't long division it. Yeah, it's just we're using the decimal forms. We're changing the fraction to a decimal, and then multiplying it by 100 to get our percentage. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the language of and is. So what percent of 78? So 78 is our denominator, sorry. And 46 is our numerator. We're going to divide that. And we're going to use our calculator. So this way, this way again. Hold on, I'm just going to get rid of my OneDrive so I can go back and forth easily. So, oh no, I forgot what it was now. It's 46 and 78. So 46 divided by 78 is going to be 58.589, but we're going to round up to 59%. So is equal to 0.59 or 59%. All right, so this is equal to 0.59, or you could think of it as 59 hundredths. And yeah, we're just going to write a decimal and convert it by moving our decimal place over 2. There it is, 59%. B. What percent of 107 is 76? So 76, 107. So it'll be 76 divided by 107. This is going to equal 71%. So this is going to be equal to 0.71, which is equal to 71%. And you can't see that there. It is 71%. Now, for C is going to be 4 is what percent of 57? 4 is, right? Is the part. 57 is the whole. 4 is what percent of 57? So let's do that math. We're going to go 4 divided by 57 is equal to 70. Sorry, not 70. This is 0.07 as a decimal. 0.07. When we move our decimal place over 2, it's going to equal 7%. When we go to our 12 is what percent of 16? 12 over 16, and we're going to go 12 divided by 16 gives us our decimal that we're going to convert to our fraction. So we're going to go 12 divided by 16 equals 0.75, 0.75, and this is going to be equal to 75%. 75%. 101 is what percent of 111? 101 is, that's my numerator, what part of, or what percent, sorry, of 111. That's a lot of ones. Let's do that on our calculator. 101 divided by 111 is equal to 90.9%. It's equal to, let's write this out. This is equal to 0.91. I rounded up because of, you can't see, I can't point out because of, yeah, it just makes sense. It's 0.909, so we're going to round up to 91. We're going to move our decimal place over 1, 2. This is going to be equal to 91%. 50. What percent of 50? Of 50 is 35. So again, this is the language of the part and the whole. Of is the whole or the total, and is the part. So 35 divided by 50 is equal to 7.7, 0.7, and of course we can write 70 and then move our decimal place over to get 70%. 70%. Okay. Question number 4A. 25% of what is 16? So now this one, we need to use the part and the percent to find the whole. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide the part by the percent in decimal form. So we're going to go 16 divided by 0.25 is equal. And then of course we want to round this to the closest number. Oh, I'm going to use my calculator because that's what's on my screen. 16 divided by 0.25. 16 divided by 0.25 equals 64. 64. So our total is 64. 16%, sorry, 25% of 64 is 16. Let's go to the next question. 69% of what is 29? 69% of a number is 29. We don't need to find what that number is. So again, we're going to go 29 divided by the percentage form of 69. 29 times 0.69 equals 20. That's not what I did. I multiplied. 29 divided by 0.69 equals 42. Equals 42. 20% of something, of what, is 18. So again, go 18 divided by 0.2 is equal to the whole. So 18 divided by 0.02 is 90. Our total is 90. That's our whole. 20% of 90 is 18. 38% of what is 38? So 38 divided by 0.38, that's going to equal 100. That's like a number divided by itself, but a hundredth of itself. And we can do this on the calculator, but that's going to be the answer. Let's see. 38 divided by 0.38 equals 100. There it is. Okay, 84. So this is 142, right? That's the part. And we're going to divide that by let's go 0.84. And that's going to be equal to what? What's the number? 142.84. 142 divided by 0.84 equals 169, rounded to the nearest whole number. 169. Next one. 116% of 123. 123 divided by 1.16 equals. So this is a fraction that's more than 1, or a percentage that's more than 1, and it's 116%. So again, move the decimal over 2, and it's going to give us a whole number plus 1600ths. So we're going to get a number less than the initial number, which makes sense. 123 divided by 1.16 equals 106 and 300ths. So 106. 106. And remember, these are not percentages. These are the wholes. These are the wholes, right? There's the part, there's the whole, and then there's the percent. These numbers we're working with are not the percentage. They're the whole. So don't write the percentage following the number. Okay. This next one here. It says, find the part. To find the part, you're going to take the percent and multiply it by the whole. You're going to multiply the percent form. Multiply the decimal form of the percent. So this one is going to be the whole times the percent in decimal form. And that's going to equal, what, 6, I think? 75% of 8 is 6. We can do that. 0.75 times 8 equals, oopsies, 0.75 times 8 is equal to 6, yeah. B, 24% of 150. So we're looking for the whole. What is 24% of 150? Oh, we're looking for the part, sorry. So the part is going to equal 150, the total, multiplied by 0.24. This is going to equal I don't know exactly. 48. Well, 10% would be 15, 20% would be 30, 1% would be 1.5 times 4. 1.5 times 4 is 6. 36. Let's see if I'm right. 36. 150 times 0.24. 150 times 0.24 equals, whoopsies, 150 times 0.24 equals 36. Got it. Okay. 60% of 115. What is 60% of 115? So 115 times 0.6. What does that equal? What am I doing here? 115 times 0.6 equals 69. 69. 60% of 115 is 69. Okay. 46% of 126. 46% of 126 is 126 times 0.46. And that's going to equal what's the number? Jeez. 126.46. 126 times 0.46 equals 57. 58. We're going to round that up to 58. 58. Last two questions here. 4% of 151. 151 multiplied by 0.04 is equal to 151 times 0.04 equals 604. We'll round that to 6. This is going to be equal to 6. And the last one, 180% of 125. So 125 multiplied by 1.8 is equal to 125 times 1.8. 125 times 1.8 equals 225. Okay, I hope this homework was helpful. I don't remember, this is not necessarily a lesson. This is me doing a think aloud and walking through my strategies and trying to help you show your work and understand this better. If you are interested, check out the other videos. Check out my other channel. Anyway, have a good night. See you later. Math it up. Math it up. Math it up. Outro. Intro. I don't know.